Hi guys, this is my first GoFundMe, so bear with me. This is my Uncle Barry's story, and I'm raising all this money for him, as much money as I can for him. A couple months ago, my Uncle Barry fell ill. He had to be hospitalized. His blood sugar had skyrocketed so bad that it caused renal failure, and he was in and out of critical condition while they were trying to get his blood sugar down. It was so high that most people would have been in a coma, and so he was really not in a good place. But he's a fighter and he's a survivor, and so he fought through it. They finally got his blood sugar under control, and they were able to release him from the hospital with a diagnosis of HLH, which is an autoimmune disease. He now needs a bone marrow transplant. Hopefully we have family or friends or somebody that is a blood type match. I myself am going to try to get tested for that as well. Right after, a couple weeks after he got released from the hospital, Hurricane Harvey struck and flooded everything, and he had to be rescued on a water jet ski. The whole time he still needed to go to dialysis, so amongst all of the craziness that was going on from the hurricane, he was still having to go in and out of the hospital. He hasn't been able to return to work because this disease has robbed him of his strength. He went from being able to lift, to bench press, 200 plus pounds, to barely being able to lift 15. He's not been released to return to work yet. They don't want him there. He can't keep up with what he does, which, for him is really hard because, he loves what he does every day, and that's why he does it. Part of the reason I'm making this is because Barry has personally helped me and my family out several times. There was a couple months where he had to pay my rent because I just physically couldn't do it. And I know he's been there like that for many other people, where he financially has helped you out, or he's emotionally been there to help you through stuff. He's the kind of guy that wants to help, wants to make everybody's life, everybody that he knows, he wants their lives to be magical. And so he really does do the best that he can to reach out to people and to help people when they really need it. And me and my son would have been evicted and homeless if he didn't help us through that time that we were in. He saw that for what it was. He never asked me to repay him. He's never asked for anything back. But he'll give. That's the kind of guy he is. He just gives. And right now he needs us to give back to him. He needs us to, for lack of a better word, put our money where our mouth is. Show him how much we care. Show him how much he means to us. And give back to him. He's fighting for his life right now. He is, for such a healthy person, from being able to, he was riding his bike 20 miles a day before this, to, not even being able to get out of bed or go up a flight of stairs is devastating for him and his life and what that means. And so the very least that we can do is help him pay some bills. And be there emotionally. If you haven't already reached out to Barry, give him a phone call, send him an email, let him know that you still care, and donate. He's living on what little bit he had saved up, and so I'm sure that's running out at this point, especially since he's had to he's got to repurchase everything that he needs to just be able to exist on a daily basis, thanks to the hurricane. And I know that there's a lot of things going on in the world right now, and He's not the only person that is going through this hardship. I understand that. But I also know that Uncle Barry needs this, and he needs our help. And whether you know him, or you know me, or you know any of the Thomas clan, you know Uncle Barry is a good person. You know that he's a good guy, and you know that he's probably helped you out at some point in your life, even if it's just to fix your car, or to tell you what's wrong with it, or a phone call to let you know somebody still cares for you. He needs us right now. He needs our support. My goal, I didn't do a crazy goal. I did $500. I figure that that's more than enough to get us started in that. That's a very reasonable amount. I know that he, all of his friends and family, if we all kind of pitch in a little bit, we can reach our goal, and we can give him back even just a little bit, a fraction of what he's done to help us throughout the years. Thank you so much for your consideration. Thank you so much for your effort. I really, really appreciate it. And thank you so much, guys. Bye.